Everyone, it's Julie from Learn to Play. For those of you that are new here, welcome. You guys, it is a brand new year, 2023. Let's get organized. I have come up with a week's worth of videos. I have an epic thrift haul. I want to talk about pantry goods, storage goods. I want to give you some ideas on how to set up an art center. So with this first video, I'm going to go over the essentials that every home daycare should have in their pantry. I have broken it down into a couple different categories. And with that being said, let's turn the camera around and see what I came up with. Here is an overview of everything I'm going to be showcasing. Again, this was just things that I found that were very helpful when I was doing the home daycare. These were definitely my go-to essentials. I'm going to be showing you kind of like different spices that I use, how I use different noodles and rice, different kind of like just easy go-to meal preps, and then my breakfast goods. The first thing I want to showcase are these honey nut O's. I love these because you can put this in a Chex Mix. You can have this as a snack. Now you can use regular Cheerios, you know, the regular brand. It doesn't necessarily have to be honey. And then I try to have like another box of like specialized cereal, either like Frosted Flakes, Captain Crunch, something that you can give the kids as a special treat, either once a week or every couple of weeks. I love Jiffy Mix, you guys. There's so many things you can make with this. You can make pancakes, biscuits, you can make cinnamon rolls, waffles. And most of the time it's as simple as just adding water and possibly an egg. And then I do buy like a specialized either like pancake or waffle mix just because I do use that Jiffy Mix for so many other things. And so this is always a good option to have on hand as well. You cannot go wrong with oatmeal. Right now, I just have the brown sugar. A lot of times I would purchase the variety pack. The only problem with that is that like the cinnamon one, usually the kids really don't like. I always pick up a couple of these muffin things. This is a great snack or a great breakfast if you just add fruit with them. And again, you're just adding water with these. It's very simple. And then I also like to have a thing of like breakfast bars on hand. If you're in a pinch, if you're in a hurry that morning, if everything goes wrong, you have a breakfast option. Next up, I want to talk about crackers. Now, I like having a variety of crackers. You never know what other items you have in the fridge to add with them. You know, saltine crackers are great. You can do peanut butter, you can do cheese. They can be on their own with butter. You can use them in soups. There's so many different things you can use saltine crackers with. And then there's nothing like a good old-fashioned buttery round cracker. Again, adding cheese with this. You can put, you know, fruit with this. And then right now I have a box of the honey graham crackers. If you don't have any peanut butter allergies, you know, peanut butter is a great choice with this. And again, they're just good on their own. So I definitely recommend having a variety of crackers. The next category I just simply labeled as like easy side meals. I love having a good old box of instant mashed potatoes when you're in a pinch and you don't have time to make actual potatoes. It definitely comes in handy. I also like to keep cream of chicken on hand because not only can you use it as soup, you can make a delicious like tuna noodle casserole or chicken casserole with it. I try to keep either like a spaghetti sauce or an Alfredo sauce. Again, just add noodles with it, add some broccoli, and you have a quick lunch as well. I like having jar cheese because you can use this as a snack as well. You can put it inside a pasta. You can make your own mac and cheese with it. And then I like to have salsa because you can have that again with eggs in the morning for breakfast. You can do it with a snack. A little tip I have is that I make my own little tortilla chips with these tortilla shells. You just deep fry them. They are so easy to make, you guys. Also, I love having tortilla shells on hand because you can do sandwiches with them, or you can do like quesadillas. There's so many things you can do with tortilla shells, and they're relatively cheap. I like to keep tomato sauce on hand as well because you can make your own pasta sauce. You can use this with like pita pizza. It's always a good thing to have just like a small can of tomato sauce on hand. Then, of course, we have mac and cheese. I like getting the cheesier one because the noodles are bigger and I feel like it goes a little bit longer. You can always add in your own dried noodles with that as well. And then taco shells, again, a staple, just something easy to have on hand if you need to crunch them up, if you want to use them how they are. Definitely a staple are dry goods. As far as rice, I love using this yellow rice. It just gives a different flavor. It's almost like a rice-a-roni. And then of course you have your stapled white rice. You can make soup with this. You can make sweet rice with this. You can make it just regular rice. And then you can also do like a sensory bin and dye the rice. So I always keep rice on hand. And then my suggestion is to have several different kinds of pasta, you guys, because then it's not always elbow noodles. It's not always rotini. It's a variety that you can do different meals with. I know it sounds silly, but trust me, have several different kinds of pasta the kids will enjoy it. Moving on to the snack items, the first thing I want to showcase are raisins. I love using raisins in different items. You can put this in oatmeal cookies. You can have it on its own with fruit. Now I do notice that they are getting a little expensive at the store, so I don't use them as often. Just a plain thing of applesauce goes a long way. Again, you can make apple oatmeal cookies with this. You can have it on its own. I love keeping these jet puffed mini marshmallows for a little treat. You can also use these like in sensory bins or for counting. And then you can't go wrong with some chocolate chips. I keep mine in the freezer, and that's how I serve them. Here's a variety of condiments I suggest. I'm always using different kinds of jellies and jams, rotating between like blueberry and strawberry, along with peanut butter, of course. I do have a thing of mayonnaise as well as ketchup. I do keep a mustard on hand. I just forgot to put it in this video. But I definitely always buy like the bulk size thing of ketchup. Syrup, we definitely need that for breakfast with pancakes and waffles. I love using panko breadcrumbs, you guys. I love using this on chicken. And you can like spread this on top of their mac and cheese as well, or any kind of like potato dish that you're doing. Of course, you need some vegetable oil on hand. Ranch dressing is always a must-have. You can use this with so many different things, with meats, with veggies, and the same thing with the Italian dressing. I like doing an Italian pasta, so we usually have that on hand, and then barbecue sauce for those chicken nugget days. So the food items I want to showcase are spices. Now I definitely keep a big bulk thing of taco seasoning. We do a lot of taco meals in our house. And then I love these spray containers. I have a butter one and extra virgin olive oil. It just makes it easier when you're doing eggs. Now as far as actual spices go, besides the salt and pepper, I do love just using like a seasoned salt. I keep on hand cinnamon and vanilla for baking. You can also add that into like oatmeal or cookies. And then in our house, we are forever using this Goya adobo. This is my favorite go-to seasoning. I can't say how much I love this seasoning. I literally put it on everything and then boil in cubes. This is great for any kind of like soups. You can add this to a pasta and make like a pasta soup. It's cheap. It's like $1 for this whole container. And it's definitely one of my go-tos. I want to showcase is like storage and paper products. You guys, you always got to have some paper plates on hand. I usually rotate between the actual paper plate or like a styrofoam paper plate. And then from the Dollar Tree, I get these covers. Now this is a 17 pack. It was $1.25. It has a variety of sizes on here. I love this because you're not searching for a lid, and we all know that most of the time our lids go missing and somehow we still have the bowls. I love these snack size storage containers. This is easy for a snack when you're outside during the summer. You can put it in. You don't have to worry about a cleanup mess. You can just easily throw them away. Of course, everyone needs the gallon bags. I usually buy this in the bigger size at like Target or Walmart, but this day I got it at the Dollar Tree. And last but not least, the aluminum foil sheets. This is definitely a go-to. I love these because they're already measured out. You don't have to worry about ripping anything out. It just makes life so much easier. So that is it, guys. That is what I believe every home daycare pantry should have as far as the staples. Now, I realize you probably have most of these items. Hopefully, I was able to show you different ways to possibly use them. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, please consider doing so. And don't forget, I have a whole week's worth of videos coming up this week. Tomorrow's video is all things related to storage. My favorite storage containers, my favorite storage products from various stores, how much they cost, and what was really the best deal. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.